Ciao everybody, Caterina here. Welcome to my home. Well, today we are going to dedicate this episode to Sicily. And what I'm going to be preparing are arancini. Oh my goodness. My husband and I fell in love with these rice balls in Sicily. And I have a fabulous recipe, really simple. And I'm paying homage to Dolce & Gabbana, designers from Sicily. Now let's get started. Sicilian arancini, the recipe straight from Sicily when my husband and I were vacationing there. This is what we will be preparing today. Delicious. I'm going to start off by telling you that this is a 2-day recipe, well worth the effort, and you're going to need a cast iron pan. We're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to heat it up in my cast iron pot. We're going to saute 1 diced sweet onion. Saute your onions for approximately 2 to 3 minutes. Once you see them a little bit translucent, you know they're ready. 2 chopped garlic cloves, and we're going to cook them for about approximately a minute. I'm using 500 grams of minced pork, veal, and beef. We're going to brown the meat all at the same time. Break down the meat. It'll help with the browning process. The meats have browned beautifully. 2 cups of frozen peas. Now, if you have fresh, of course you can use those. Season with sea salt and black pepper. Done. 1/2 cup of red wine and cook it until the alcohol evaporates. I know it's a little early, but if you could only smell my kitchen. Oh my goodness. The wine has reduced. We're going to add 3.5 cups of passata. The sauce is complete. Now we're going to let it simmer for 2 to 3 hours. Once it's nice and thick, you know it's ready. Once the sauce has simmered down, I'm going to allow it to cool for at least an hour, and then I'm going to refrigerate it overnight. The second step to this wonderful recipe is preparing the arborio rice. You're going to need 2 cups of arborio rice. To prepare the rice, I rinsed it thoroughly 3 times to get all the starches out. And now we're ready to cook the rice. In a pot full of boiling salted water, add your arborio rice and boil your rice until cooked, approximately 20 minutes. Once your arborio rice is thoroughly cooked, you drain the rice and you allow it to cool to room temperature. Once it's at room temperature, you lay it out on paper towel or parchment paper, whatever you prefer, and then you cover it with plastic wrap and refrigerate overnight in the refrigerator. This is how you want your sauce, nice and thick. I prepared this one yesterday morning. The same thing with the rice. I scrambled 3 large eggs. I'm wearing gloves because I like mixing the rice with my hands. To the rice. Okay, mix it thoroughly. Nothing beats the hands. 2 cups of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Can you taste it? And 1/4 cup of freshly chopped parsley. There, we're ready to start assembling. Started forming my arancini. I'm using a 1 cup scooper. It is a little messy. Start off by rolling it into a ball. Finger, we're going to make a hole. This is where the filling and the mozzarella is going to go. By the way, it's 1 mozzarella cube, really small cubed. Inside, the arancini, a little bit of the sauce, just enough to fit in the cavity. There we go. And then we're going to close it off with more rice. There. I'm going to form it into a pear just by tapping it in my hands like this and just squeezing it at the bottom like this, and you shape a pear. Italian breadcrumbs. And on my serving tray, ready for frying. One more time, 1 cup scooper, roll it into a ball, really pack it in. A hole down the center, small piece of mozzarella, a little bit of the sauce in the center as well. And then we're going to cap it off with more rice. That's all there is to it. To make. Now to shape them in a pear, it's really easy. You just press like this, and you press a little tighter at the bottom so you're forming a pear. You see how easy that is? Between your hands here, that's the edge of the pear. In the Italian breadcrumbs, and on my tray. Very easy. This recipe made 8 large and 1 little in the refrigerator for 1 hour. In the meantime, we're going to heat up our oil. I love using my deep fryer, and I have the oil set at 375. If you don't have a deep fryer, a cast iron pan with at least 2 to 2.5 inches of grapeseed oil, and again, heat it up to 375. Now you have 2 options. You can fry them up and have them for lunch, dinner, snack, or after 1 hour, you can also freeze them to deep fry 2 at a time until they're golden brown. I'm going to say at least about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, they're golden brown. My arancini fried beautifully. Look how gorgeous they look. Now we're ready to plate and taste it. And I'm going to say it again. If you could only smell my kitchen. The arancini can be served as is. I really like it with a little bit of warm marinara sauce. You decide whatever you prefer. I'm going to plate one for myself. I'm just going to cut it in half. We'll see what it looks like inside. Look at that, how beautiful. I'm right back in Sicily. Mm. Mm. Absolutely delicious. What's wonderful is you can bring Sicily into your kitchen. You don't have to be Sicilian to enjoy this wonderful dish. You can be Calabrese. And thank you so much for joining me today. I really do hope you try this arancini recipe. It's foolproof and so delicious. And it's Caterina from my home to yours. Don't forget to hit your like button. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel and share my recipes. Ciao. Oh, so good. Oh my goodness, I have to finish this. I just have to. Mmm.